Howdy. Hey, Mother. Hey, Wayne. What y'all been up to? Well, Mother, I know what you're up to now. Hello, Grandmother. There's the link, Wayne. Get your butt up here. Hey, Cool Gamer. How you doing? Hey, John Paul. How you doing? Would you stop? Should have told the grandmother to take you with her.
Hey, Tasha.
Oh, hello there, my friend.
How you doing?
Oh, you know, got a little sunburn.
Hey, John Paul. How you doing? Hey, Mother Hen.
Look at
A little sunburn. I think. Well, I was out today too, but I was covering my arms over. Didn't wear a tank top.
Oh, that's cool, John Paul. I'm gonna say happy birthday to you now because I'll be working Friday night and I sleep during the day. So happy birthday, and I hope you have a great life.
Mm-hmm. I don't see. Well, I'll get those two shirts done on Monday, on Memorial Day, and then Tuesday they'll go out.
Hey,
I got
Kevs,
two
how you doing?
because I just didn't. I get the screens colored, but they're not been developed yet. Cause I don't work on Sunday, so I don't do them on Sunday.
Yeah.
Doing some of my channels.
So yesterday
Yeah.
we were outside all day. Then it come back inside until like 8:30 at night.
Oh wow.
So that's how I ended up sunburned.
Oh.
Then today, I left here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Then we went over and picked George up. And John and Crystal drove their car. I drove Mom's with Mom and Jamie and George. And we went trout fishing.
That's good.
I posted the short, the video that Mom sent me. I posted it as a short. And I had a negative comment come on there just like that.
Well, what?
Well, because I said we celebrated Memorial Day by going fishing. Now, George is an Air Force veteran. I know Memorial Day is for fallen soldiers. While George watched his brothers in the service fall, my kid's father did 2 terms in Vietnam and watched his brothers fall. Brutal Bob did 3 terms in the Vietnam War.
So what did he say in the negative comment they gave you? What they say to you?
He said to learn that I needed to learn the meaning of Memorial Day.
Get real.
Yes, memorial means memory for fallen soldiers, and I understand that.
You're stupid, Tosh. You
But
know what
just
that
because I didn't physically watch a soldier fall does not mean that I can't honor veterans that have. And George had a great time, and that was the whole point.
Yeah. You know what, Tosh? I say something right. every time, like say if me and you, we do something on YouTube, right? We have some haters out there like to say negative shit, negative crap to us. But certain people don't get talk negative to. But I think when we're tough, they pick on us. You know what I mean? They seem to pick on us a little bit more, like they want us to rip their faces off or something. You know what I mean?
So all I did was hit them from my channel.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. They
And
pick on us.
any holiday that's for veterans, I always say thanks to the past, present, and future
Hmm.
servicemen. Oh, my troublemaker's hiding in this couch.
That's why I do my worship on my regular channel to honor my veterans and the love of my country, and that's the reason why I play the national anthem on my channel. It's because I'm
What's
honoring
up, troublemaker?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Nothing.
No,
Trying to relax. Feel like I need to go jump in the pool, cool my sunburn down.
Yeah, I finally relaxed too, man. My legs are killing me. I walked a lot today. Anyway.
Yeah. That's
When
why
I
I
got
do.
up
Okay.
from being outside all day yesterday until 8:30 at night. When I got up at 2:30, I couldn't breathe.
Whoa.
That's probably what woke me up, considering I stopped breathing 16 times in an hour. And
Well.
still haven't heard from the CPAP company yet.
Oh.
Hey, Elliot.
Hey, Elliot.
So at 2:30, I could barely walk because we're all stubborn, but we needed to get both gardens in. So we were all outside all day yesterday.
Oh.
And we all got sunburn.
Oh.
I mean, it's not a little bit.
Who got the worst one, Tasha? Who got the worst one?
I'd have to say Crystal, right? Is the worst sunburn. I think it's a toss up between you and her. Yeah, well, Crystal, I mean, I was in my sports bra and Crystal was in her bikini top. So her and I pretty much got, burnt. Well, Jamie got burnt too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
in the sun all day today. Well, we left here at 10. I figured we'd be to the fishing spot right around, about 11:30 or so.
Yeah.
Which we were. And then we stayed there to almost 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the way home, we stopped and Jamie got us milkshakes. And then we stopped at Dollar General because Mom had to get Graham's vitamins in there.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Rich. How you doing? And this woman was there. You know how they got the plastic pools outside?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, now here goes the fireworks. So she's trying to get one of the bigger ones, the big ones. And holding her baby. So I got out of the car and I'm like, would you like some help? She's like, yeah, I'm trying to find the sticker on the bigger one because she already pulled the sticker off the small one, which I forgot she said she wanted a small pink one and I just threw them all back in the big pools, but I dug through and got her one that wasn't all crinkled up. So then she put her baby in the car. And I helped her load the bigger pool in her car. And she's trying to just, force it down like this. I'm like, no, fold it this way. I said it's more pliable, to fold it like a taco. To put in like this because
Right.
she just had an SUV than
Okay.
it is to try to like put it in regular and just crinkle it all up.
Hmm.
So yep.
Oh, okay.
Then we got back here and got mom's car cleaned out. I gutted a 2 truck that we kept.
Mm-hmm.
I think mom and George caught the 2 truck that we kept.
Okay.
Oh, he sent it to me through text message.
Wow.
Hey, Dave.
Well,
Rich said
I
hello.
just realized this.
Fishing musician.
Look at mom's shirt. It looks like a rat is eating the fish.
Rich said hello to you. It's right there. In the,
hey, Rick.
Here's mom's trout.
Hey,
But
Rick.
you see the shadow on her shirt?
yeah.
It looks like a rat is eating the fish. But there's the fish. About 6, 8 inches.
Oh. Steven's in here, Dave.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Stevie.
Hey, come on up here, Steven. Come up and join us, Steve.
But yeah, that was a really negative comment, and I'm like, seriously, dude.
I'm not a bit surprised about that, Tosh. I really ain't. Because YouTube can be jerks too. A lot of YouTubers can be real jerks. Sorry, that's me saying that. I mean that. So I've been on here too long to know. You got a right to say that if you want, because you said nothing wrong. So why did they get so hyped up about it?
I don't know.
A bunch of
Because
balls.
they ain't got nothing better to do with their lives.
And a bunch
Yeah.
of balls.
That's why I have the national anthem on my channel, because I want the troops and our country and everything. That's why
Well,
I
a
did that.
month from today, June 28th,
Yeah.
will be 38 years since my biological father passed away.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yep, so I'm going to have to go to the store and get a beer. Not that I like beer or care to even drink beer. But for many years, that's what I used to do. Is I'd bring a beer because my kid's father, I always had beer in the fridge. Because back then I'd have a beer in the summer. But he
Yeah.
liked to have beer. I'm like, all right, I'm going to my dad's grave. I'm bringing a beer.
Hmm.
And I'd sit there on my dad's grave and talk to him, and I'd probably drink, I don't know, maybe a quarter or half of the beer. And I'd pour the rest on his grave.
Hmm.
And I said, there you go, Dad. There's a drink from me. And then, of course, I'd sit there and bawl like a 2-year-old baby.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't even know what day it frickin' falls on. Oh, of course, it's got to fall on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I tried to play someone's playlist last night on my damn laptop. And I woke up this morning, the laptop died. It didn't die for good, the battery died on it. So I don't know if I even played person's playlist.
Don't you plug it in?
Yeah, I charged it right up and everything, and it died anyway. Weird.
No, I mean, didn't you leave it plugged in?
No, I just charged it up.
No, if you're going to run playlists, you have to keep it plugged in and you gotta set it your screen to um so the screen don't go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
You gotta shut that feature off because if you don't, your computer automatically goes to sleep and then nothing's playing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know, Mom. 1985 and 2017.
I think I probably did that by accident. I probably did something. I think I know what I did wrong. Now I thought about it last night.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend, Steven. A long weekend. I
That's what
had my live all set up to go live last night. It was getting later and later, and I'm like, you know what? I'll reschedule it till tomorrow. Because I was so tired. Yeah, I'm gonna make y'all yawn. I mean, everyone I think caught a small bass, but bass season's not open yet. But they weren't big enough to keep anyways. They're still fun to catch. I mean, they're funny. Well, that's good, Steven. Now, are these Hot Wheels that you get, are they all still in the boxes? Or are they not in the boxes? It's crazy that you find that many Hot Wheels that are still in the boxes. Now, are these like older ones from like when we were kids, or in between when we were kids and now? I mean, I'm 45, so our Hot Wheels were all metal. I remember my brother getting Hot Wheels, and then he'd get like the monster truck Hot Wheels. So some of the Hot Wheels cars he'd smash with a hammer and pretend that the monster truck ran them over. Now, see me, being a girl and wanting Barbies, but I still had my Tonka trunk and my Tonka Grey doll. So I'd bury my Barbies in the ground with just their heads sticking out, and I'd run them over. Yeah, I wish I still had mine back from. I never thought to, leave it in the box, but I had all the Transformers that made up the big one that was like this tall. Like you put all the cars and stuff together. What the hell is that?
What?
That bleer 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 noise.
My crazy laptop came back over the players list. He stored the screen. I don't know what the hell's the matter with this. It's cuckoo. One I was playing last night restored itself right there.
Dave, what the hell are you doing?
Playing a game.
I'm gonna fall asleep so I can play a game.
Well, how about I just come over there and slap you around a little bit?
Yeah, right. You can do that.
Hmm?
Imagine that though. 19 years I played with her last night, and then the stupid lad talk comes on. He says restore it back, and she stole it.
Oh,
And
like,
it's all
doesn't it sound like woodpeckers did it?
sounds like a phone. One of those
It
phones.
is phone playing the freaking game so I don't fall asleep. I asked him if he wanted me to come over and smack him around a little bit. He's like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah, right.
I know you'd like it so much, Dave.
Oh, definitely.
No fun. Gotcha.
We'd have to have Wayne videotape it.
No, I like to see you. I like to see you chase that rooster while Jamie records it.
It's
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
because the older chicks are getting bigger. So as soon as they're about the same size as them other chickens, that's when the other ones are going.
Oh,
Well, see,
really?
now I got a dilemma.
Oh, now what? Oh,
The three littler ones, as of right now, I think they're roosters.
oh no! Really?
That's
Yeah. So I have 11 of the bigger hens that are in with Henry. Now, originally, I was going to take Henry and either all the black ones or some of them. Of the bigger chicks, I know I have 4 hens.
Mm-hmm.
The one I hatched out
Yeah.
and 3 of the barred rocks. Then we have Junior, which is Henry's son, which is a rooster. Then I'm pretty sure that we have 3 barred rock roosters. But I won't know until they're fully grown so I can see how big the cone is.
Mm-hmm.
Because roosters' cones get really tall and like jagged like,
Yep.
but they always turn red first before the hen's cones do.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to keep 2 barred rock roosters. But I need 20 hens.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot.
I have to have 10 hens per rooster. Because then next year, when I hatch them out, then I'll probably, what I'm going to do is I'm going to band our older chickens. I'm going to put a zip tie around one of their legs. Not tight, but just enough to stay on its leg.
Yep.
So I know which ones are the older ones. So then maybe next year, hatch out, then I'll replace those ones that'll be 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I have at least 2, possibly 5 roosters I have to kill off.
Mm. Mm.
So I'm gonna get the incubator that I want because before I off Henry, the eggs, he must still be breeding with them. I'm just not seeing it because, good night, Elliot.
Hi, Elliot.
Because every time, normally when I'd let him out in the morning, Henry would go mount him. Well, now he does his little dance around like he did, does before he normally gets on the back of the hen. Well, they don't seem to be letting him, yet the eggs are still fertile. So the incubator that I want,
Mm-hmm.
according to the reviews and stuff, has a higher head. Because that one is easier to maintain the humidity.
Yeah.
Well, come on, dog. I'm freaking hot. You're furry. Well, hairy, I should say. And then you sit over there. Yeah, see exactly my point. I don't know how that cools you guys down, but whatever. So, all I can do is if I do one more hatch out,
Mm.
that I get more hens.
Mm. I hope you don't get no more roosters.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'll probably off Henry and his son first. I'm going to band all our hens' feet, the big ones. Because, see, you can keep 2 roosters, but if you don't have enough hens for both, then they're going to constantly be fighting for breeding rights.
Mm.
So without the 3 turkeys in there, I have enough room for 22 chickens. I can't do any more than that in there because it'll be way too overcrowded. Because the turkeys take up enough space for almost 5 chickens, considering the females are like 18 pounds.
Okay.
And then Tom was way bigger than that.
Mm.
So they easily take up enough square footage for 4 to 5 chickens. So that's 4 to 5 chickens per turkey. So that would give me another 10.
Mm-hmm.
But see, with it taken 21 days, it's already almost June.
Yeah.
So I can't really do it any later because I have to make sure they're full grown before winter time so they can all go in with the other ones and fight and do whatever they got to do to, the pecking order. And which rooster is going to claim which hens.
The pecking order.
Well, see, that's what it is because the hens will fight for the order of them.
Yeah.
So the top hens are the ones that eat first, that drink first, that get bred first.
Yeah.
And then it goes lower, 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 lower.
Oh, it's like an order, like an order.
Yes. So typically the ones closer to the bottom and on the bottom, those are the ones that get beat up. So I had to wait and see what these other 3 are. I got to make sure what the other 8 are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just sucks if I only have like 4 hens out of 8.
Right.
But I think that's all I got. Crystal named the black and white chick. She named her Moo Moo. She's white like a cow.
Hey, Momo.
So I told Mom my roosters' names are going to be Bob and Ralph.
Bob and Ralph. That's funny names for roosters.
Yep, so I put different colored bands on their legs so I know which one's Bob and which one's Ralph.
Why'd you name one of them George?
Well, I could name a hen Georgina.
Georgina. That's my friend Georgina lives in Russia.
It would be funny if he named the rooster George. That would be a laugh and a half. That would be funny.
What? We could name it after you.
No, don't be picking on me, Jane. I'll name it after you.
She don't care.
I'd be okay with that.
You wouldn't want to name the rooster after
Well,
me.
see,
That'll be funny.
in all reality, Brutal Bob was a cop and a bunch of different things.
Okay.
Well, that's where the Brutal came in as
Oh.
Brutal Bob.
Okay.
So in all reality, Henry's name should have been Bob. Because he's ornery MF.
Uh,
Oh, okay. But I still want to tell you, Tasha, I would love to wear all orange and push that sucker around your yard and choke him.
You want to?
Yeah?
I'll come pick you up. You can chase him around the yard and choke his neck. I want to see how quick you can catch him.
Me too.
Because it takes a couple people to catch him.
Mm-hmm.
I can chase him around till he freaking runs in the coop and lock him in. You can't even grab him in the coop. He weaves and goes, like a freaking cat.
Cat.
I'll tell you what I'll do to him. I'll tease the hell out of him, make him come after me. And I'll choke him like a live chicken. So I'll tease him, make him come after me, and I'll choke him.
I'll just grab him by his head and twirl him around. That's one of those old toys you hang on to, spin it around and it makes all that noise. Well, he'll make the same noise. No, I got to let Mom have that honor of chopping his head off.
Well, I'll choke him, but I'll chop his head off afterwards. I won't do him away with him. I'll make him stupid, and she can chop his head off.
I always wanted to try. There's supposed to be a trick.
What's
Okay?
that?
If you draw a line on the ground with your finger, like in the dirt,
Yeah.
and you take a rooster and you put his face down, like his beak down at that line.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly it hypnotizes the rooster.
And you can tell him what to do and tell him what to do.
And they'll stay right there until you clear the line. So I always wanted to see if it's true, but he's not that personable.
Hmm.
And then the only disadvantage of the bigger chicks being in the smaller yard, I can't handle them as much as I did when they were in the crate.
Oh.
I so wanted to take one of my Tomcat blocks. They're like this big.
Yeah.
Because we have rats in the garage that are in the garbage.
Oh.
Because when I clean the chicken coop out, well, the crate where the chicks are, I just throw it in the trash bag in the garbage can. So they get in there and they're eating all the food. Well, now they haven't been getting scared to where they come out, run, and drop in the bucket. That's how I got them other ones. I'd spook them out of the trash can. They'd try to run out and they'd fall in the bucket of water.
Hmm.
But I'm afraid to because my mom's cat is a good mouser and rats. So I don't want to use poison
No, you don't.
and then take a chance of Sassy eating it.
Hmm.
I told Mom, I said, well, if they're in the chicken yard, you know, eating food and in the trash can, that's keeping them occupied. And I mean, some of them are juvenile rats. They're not that old.
Let the cat get them. Let them have a field day and kill them all.
That Sassy's gotten some of the juveniles. They didn't have any heads, or they had part. See, Sassy's weird. Hey, Brutal Bob, were your ears ringing?
Hey, Brutal Bob.
Hey, Brutal Bob, what are you on?
So, with her, there's no happy medium. Either she eats the head off, or the back half, or she splits it in half and then just leaves it there. Now, the bigger rats that she's killed, there ain't even any blood mark on those. So I don't know if she gets them through the ears into the brain, but you don't even see a bite mark on them.
Wow.
And we don't have poison out. And she got 2 of the big rats last year.
Cat's good at it.
Oh, yeah. Well, she used to be a wild cat.
Oh.
One night, I think it was 2018, 2019. I had gone outside and I heard this meow and coming from under Mom's trailer. I'm like, Mom, there's a cat under the trailer just meowing like crazy. Well, Mom went out. She came right out. This was before Buddy Kitty, we had to have him put down. And she came right to Mom. Mom would have her in the house for a little while, then put her outside, have her in the house, show her where the cat box is, you know, just so she didn't pee and stuff. But then she'd start coming in and out. And her and Mr. Buddy Kitty were, hey, Brenda, how you doing?
Hey,
So, okay, Brother Bob, what I was saying is that being Henry is brutal. I said we should have named him Bob. Because of how you got the nickname of Brutal Bob. That's the same way as Henry. He's brutal. I'm doing good.
Back on my phone.
And Wednesday, I go for my hearing test because my ear doctor wants me to have a hearing test to see if I'm actually losing my hearing. Because I told her, I'm like, I gotta have the TV on like 50 to be able to hear it, even if it just a fan on, I can't hear. Well, eventually we are. You're the Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. Well, the pool said it was, what did I say it was? 82 or 84? No, it was 80 something when we got back.
Okay.
Well, one of my new roosters that's going to replace Henry, his name is Bob. But the roosters that we have are pretty docile.
Huh.
Now, the 3 chicks that I have in the crate in the garage now that I hatched out, they are nothing to do with you.
Really?
They fly around in that frickin' crate and run around like you were trying to chase them with a butcher knife. Now, I've been trying to handle them more, but they have a fit. Well, Bear, the groomers will probably call me Tuesday. I'd shave you myself. I could probably do your body, but your head would look funny.
Hmm.
At least he knows how to swim.
You see what he's saying?
I see him.
Oh my God.
Well, when I harvest them and get them all packaged and stuff, I have to put on him his name. And we'll save him for when you come. And then we can eat him. I'll have Mom make some homemade chicken, vegetable, and dumpling soup with them. Oh, Mother, I want soup. No one heard if I fell asleep on the couch.
Probably did.
I don't know why you lay on me when I put off way more heat than your little body does, and then you wonder why you sit here and pant.
Must miss you or something. Must be near you.
Let me tell you something. If I'm not home, Jamie can take him out to the bathroom. Mom can take him out to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Crystal and John
Mm-hmm.
can take him out to the bathroom. But if I'm home, there ain't no one taking him to the bathroom but me.
Mm.
Jamie tried to take him out last night because my legs were just hurting so bad. He's out there having a fit. He kept wanting to come in the house, And she's like, I don't even know why I bother trying to take him out when you're home.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
But I don't know. I wanted to get some deer plot seed put out. Might have ain't had the frickin' time nor money to do that. Plus, I gotta use a chainsaw before I can even get over there where we hunt.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, now my brother brush hogs it all.
Hmm.
Because we have ticks here so bad, so we during hunting, because Stan walks a lot, he'll
Yeah.
go in his tree stand. Oh, you're all good, Brenda. It can be time consuming. I used to do it all the time. But a lot of channels that I was modding, I'm not anymore, so I ain't got to worry too much about modding 50,000 places at the same time.
Mm.
But yeah, so even planting it, it all end up getting brush hogged down.
Should I ask you something? Are you allowed to burn trees, brush?
Yeah. We cannot burn before May 15th, and sometimes that date is later, depending on how dry everything is.
Oh, okay.
But
That's true.
typically, we can't burn before May 15th. Once the snow's gone, in the wintertime, you can burn. Like, we use a burn barrel and stuff, but
All right.
that's confined. But yeah, if we wanted to cut brush and put it in a pile, we'd have to have it somewhere close enough to the house that I can reach it with the garden hose to make sure it don't get out of control.
Oh, okay. I was just
But
curious.
yeah, typically we burn brush in our outside fireplace that my dad built.
Okay.
But then you got to stay out there till it burns down to just coals.
Yeah, you can't do that in the city. They'll fine you. You can't do it around here though. No, they won't allow it to do that. But no.
Yeah, I've stopped on going to a lot of people's channels too, Brenda. And yeah, there's a lot of them on the same time. Never used to have to worry about it typically.
Mm-hmm. You can't help going live if someone else is doing. You ain't copying them. You're just doing what you have to do. That's what I do. If someone's live, I ain't copying them. I'm just doing it for my own channel. I put that across and say I'm not copying anyone. I'm just doing what I have to do for me and what my channel has to do.
Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes on some of the channels, now if Rich was live, I'd have his live up on my phone.
Mm.
But I don't think he's live again.
I'm playing Quiet Listeners Players List from last night, so it's playing now. It came back, so I don't know what happened yesterday, but especially when you play these players lists ain't long anyway. It's just flute music, and she have other ones too.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even turn monetization on. I didn't feel
Really?
like waiting. Yeah, I didn't feel like waiting for the stupid thing to load up. And I don't
Okay.
even think they've. I don't even think they turned all the ones that I put in where I requested a review. I know I got emailed, I think, on 2 of them. What the hell are you doing over there? You. Yeah, fall in the seat. I'm on my keypad. Talking to Wayne, Dave disappeared into the background. So you get to look at the piano, the fireplace, the TV, couches, coffee table, windows, door.
Probably do something. I don't know where he is. Probably got in the middle of doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know.
How's your new phone working?
It's working good. No problems, no issues. It works beautiful. It charges fast, and you know, no issues. All the other phones are in the drawer, shut off. There's only one phone I have is this one. It charges quick when it gets low. So it starts getting low. Put the plug in here and charge it. Keep it charged. Has a stand underneath. You can lay it on the table and it stands up. That's what that thing is in the back. It has a like a leg on it, and you can
Yeah.
put it down like that and put it down on the table. You can use that when you live stream. Say if I wanted to do a live stream on my phone, that'll be like a tripod to it, and you can actually
Yeah.
talk to people on it. So
Yeah, I'll get one eventually. I mean, I always, Ma, I thought you fell asleep. And I was supposed to have those papers in yesterday, Mother. Hi, Jamie. Long time no see. How you doing?
hey, Jamie. Tasha, I think another woman's doing what you're doing. I overheard a conversation earlier. And I was walking somewhere today. She was doing the same thing you were doing. I heard her on the phone.
What do
She
you
was
mean?
doing. She was divorcing her husband. She was doing what you're doing. I heard the whole conversation. She didn't know I was listening, but I couldn't help it. She was on a cell phone.
You're good enough for you. Get to me 2 popsicles. More freeze pops.
I heard the conversation. She says, "Oh, I have the other papers. I'm still looking in the pile." I said, "Oh my gosh."
Molly, it happens. Jamie, typically I'm not on here very much at all unless, I catch a Wayne bribe while I'm on break at work or whatever, but
I'm gonna start doing them on stream. I think. So I used to be good at that when people used to show up. These worship channels are bust. No one even goes over there. So I didn't record it. Just wanted to hell with it. So I had to push that channel more, get people more interested in it. It's a lot of work doing 2 channels, and in the weekday, I'm doing my own channel, and then the weekends I only use that channel, and some weekdays too. But we'll see what happens to it.
have a great night, Brenda. Thanks for coming in.
Have a good night, Brenda.
Yeah, I still haven't heard anything from the court yet.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. I mean, the judge that's on our divorce uh, thing, he's super nice.
Hmm.
I brought the papers right to the court clerk, and I said, Judge called and told me to bring these papers over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yep. He told me, and I said, all right. If he needs any other papers, just let me know, because they're still in the bag in my car.
Mm-hmm.
So I figure if I'm ever out and about early and they call me, I can just run quick before work.
Mm-hmm. Did that dog ever grab your ice on or eating? Did he try to grab that from you?
I give him some.
He looks like he wants to grab it from you. The way he's looking at you. It's only sugar and water, right? That's what that is, right?
Yeah, basically. Yes,
Oh,
what, mother?
maybe she's talking about what you were asking her earlier about the rooster.
It's my mother. I never know what she's talking about. Not in here, anyways. Oh,
Soup?
I said I need soup. Homemade chicken noodle vegetable dumpling soup.
From Henry. She wants you to cook Henry. She wants you to cook Henry up and make soup out of them. Right, Tasha?
Well, yeah, when Berta Bob comes to visit, we'll use him to make soup.
Mm-hmm.
No one else, his meat will be so tough. The only thing he'll be good for is soup. You know me, I always love soup.
Mm.
I don't care what time of year it is, I love soup.
I like New England clam chowder. That's my favorite. That New England clam chowder is awesome. I love that stuff.
I made that homemade.
Yeah.
Mm? Came out super good.
Yeah, the jalapenos, right? In it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nope, I steamed fresh clams
oh, okay.
and I diced them all up. I used some clam juice,
Oh,
a
okay.
couple cans of the minced clams.
Mm-hmm.
I left some of the steamed clams. Just cut them in half. Put potatoes in there.
Why don't you come over and visit me and bring some of it over to me?
I told you we're gonna get over and visit you.
Bring some over. Let me try it out.
I have to find my recipe.
I'm gonna try to get a large shirt and put your logo of your truck on and give it to you. That's what I want
Hey
to do.
George, you're
Yeah,
gonna what?
I'm gonna get a large black shirt and put your logo on a black T-shirt. An extra large, you said, right?
Yep. Yep, extra large. wanted to get, like a bunch of new clothes, but I'm still losing weight, so I don't want to, get a bunch of pants and shorts and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I'd like to get a couple more of the cargo shorts.
So what size Jamie wear? What kind of shirt size she wear anyway?
2X.
2X.
I like my stuff.
She likes her stuff super baggy.
How about a 3X? Is that too baggy?
3X, I'll wear a 3X.
She'd wear one.
All right. That's good to know. Or when I make your large shirt, I'll make one 3X for her, and you have a little one here too. And you can show
I
it
like
off.
them baggy, like they're like camping,
Mhm.
or I'll just buy like sure, George.
Oh, stress. One size fits all. That's right.
But I like the baggy, like long shirts for camping.
Yeah.
Cause then when I got my hoodie on and it's not quite long enough,
Hmm.
I got the T-shirt that's like covered up my back.
Hmm.
I've been wearing my gray one that Mom got us from Sticker Mule.
I'll be making a video of it too, so you'll be seeing it on my channel too. So I'll be
Like I said, any shirts you do for me, I want your channel name on them.
I'm gonna be making up the screens tomorrow, running them in, and make sure they develop properly. Because sometimes, like stupid stencil film doesn't develop the letters big enough. I want to
Yeah,
make sure they're out before I even make the shirts out. Make sure they come out really good, because they said the baseball caps you can. I'm going to talk to a friend of mine. It said in the book that T-shirt for fun and profit you can make a longer exposure time for a baseball cap. I had to talk to some people I know at Ryland and ask them about that, because that's what they said in the book. I don't know why would they do that, because usually if you don't go to use your real exposure time, it won't open. I don't know why they're saying that. It's crazy.
I don't see why it would take longer for a hat than it would a shirt.
I don't know. They said something about if you want to print the thick stencil on the baseball cap, it'll come out much better when it's thicker. I don't know. I'm still looking into it. I am going to print some of them this year, though, this summer. Here he is. There's my brother. He's back. Where'd you disappear to?
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Where'd you disappear to?
Why you want to know for?
Well, I'm asking, why did you disappear?
He had to go to the little boy's room.
Yeah, I did.
Are you having a bad day, Dave?
No.
I think he's hurting from walking too much, right?
No, if I passed out in the bathroom in there.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
Why you been walking so much?
I had to go to the store today.
I went with him. I was with him, so.
Nothing to do with that. It's a
Well,
sign.
are those vitamins or whatever still helping your niece?
I got my vitamins. I got everything. It's just fucking. I just like tired or whatever. Sinuses are bothering me and allergies.
That's
Yeah,
just
well, there's a lot of stuff in the air.
Yeah, another pollen nigga.
that can be pretty nasty outside that pollen. Can choke you.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder. I'm gonna look to see what the count was today.
I'm looking forward to doing those baseball caps. I'm definitely looking forward to doing them. I'm going to buy some good ones. And I'm going to make sure I get them made up.
Let's see. We had tree pollen's gonna be high today, tomorrow, and Tuesday.
Hmm.
Grass pollen, they said none, but I think they're full of poop. And ragweed pollen, I also think they're full of poop.
Hmm.
I mean, the UV index is still like, it was 8 when we were fishing. So who knows what the heck the UV index for tomorrow is going to be.
Right.
oh.
But it was 8 today.
I'm tired myself today.
Yeah, we're probably going to do an hour and a half, and then that's probably where I'm going.
I'm tired from walking a lot today too myself. But I'm not used to it.
Well, yesterday I had my knee brace on for part of the day, but I got to go back and see him and, have him adjust it again and show me where on my knee it has to be. Because I'm not supposed to adjust it. He sets it, but it don't feel right. And I tried to adjust it, so now it's off. And I can't get it where it's like comfortable on the side of my knee.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm having an allergic reaction to the non-slip stuff on the strap,
Oh,
only on my calves.
oh, wow.
It's making my calves break out.
Oh, all right.
My thighs are fine, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just because my muscles flex so much in my calves
Hmm.
compared to my thighs.
Oh,
I don't know. But I probably messed the adjustment up because it was pinching. So I loosened the one thigh strap. Hey, crazy hillbilly.
maybe you
How's
shouldn't
it
have.
going? And my social security papers, mother. They're supposed to be back to them before the 27th. That would have been 15 days.
Maybe you shouldn't have touched your knee brace. You should let the doctor do it. It's not because it knocked it off.
No, that's why I see him on the 6th.
Oh, okay.
I could have got in sooner, but it was on a day I work, and I'm not driving to Oneonta. When Oneonta is like a good hour and something away.
I'm not sure about this talk, but I think Rich is live right now. I'm not sure. I got a notification popped up. I don't know if he's live. You can check on it. Went on my laptop.
I know him and Judy were live earlier because I was in there. Oh yeah, no. He uploaded a video and he was live 4 hours ago.
Oh, okay. And that's what it was.
Well, another friend was supposed to be live, and then he was gonna do that option where you can restream it to your channel.
Yeah.
To get people to, connect with him. But that would have been his first live, so he was having an issue with StreamYard.
Hmm.
And I think it was mainly just because he didn't add himself to the stream. Because you know how if you don't have like a background or whatever,
Yeah.
and you don't add yourself to the stream,
Yep. Hmm.
it'll look like this.
Yeah.
So I just don't think he added himself to this. He's live on StreamYard, but I don't think he added himself to the stream.
Hmm.
Because all that was there
Right.
was a black screen.
Oh, okay.
Mom, I filled them out. But they're supposed to be to them before yesterday.
Hmm.
And it didn't even dawn on me about it. And I really don't feel like going to the main office, so I'm gonna see if Tuesday morning I can shoot up to the Gloversville Social Security office and see if they can fax them to them so they have them, so they don't just make a decision without having, full copies of my pay stub, because I really didn't have to fill out any part of the papers because they already had Walmart's info on there. Now, all I had to do was check it and say, yes, I enclose pay stubs, and then just sign it. So I'll have to go to Gloversville one. And just have them fax them to Schenectady or whatever they gotta do. Because they might even be able to do it. I mean, I haven't even been able to access my Social Security online thing. They've sent me probably 20 passwords. Like the initial password you got to put in, and then you create your own. I can't get in it because they told me what my user ID was. Because I moved twice since then, so I don't know where I wrote all that stuff down. But even using putting my user ID and the temporary password they sent me, it wouldn't have let me in.
Oh,
So I had to keep calling and telling them that it wasn't working.
Hmm.
Oh, we'll send you another one. Well, 20 later and it still don't work. So that's why most of the time I just go there.
Hmm.
I mean, when I lived in Esperance, technically I had to go to the Schenectady one, which is the main one.
Mm.
I just don't feel like having to drive down there
Right.
when the Glover's the one that's closer. And that's
Mm.
our local office.
Mm. Canadian fishing musician. Well, I think he's reading a book on something. He was asking what you were reading in there.
I'm just looking up the things in the book that that card had, that blue card. I'm supposed to go buy everything before the end of the month. If you give me another $125, so I gotta see if I can buy something out of the pharmacy and stuff.
Hmm.
No, I need some allergy. I'm like allergy stuff for my allergies. I should get,
I use
Right.
Claritin.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, getting too.
Oh,
I
you're
was
fine, Rich.
just being funny. Sorry, he says LOL. Okay, you're rich. I was I wasn't on today. I was completely relaxing today. It was good too. Quiet, peaceful, and quiet.
You
Nothing wrong with that.
you Wayne,
Hmm.
buy some stuff at the pharmacy and get rid of the money. Buy some of the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Then I have to walk down the store again. Just get it at the pharmacy of CVS. Walgreens. I'm walking down CVS. I'm hurting too much. I walk up Walgreens.
Mm. I go up to the mall get some refill. I got up there.
See, now, with my insurance, okay, when I get over the counter stuff, mine goes right through CVS Caremark and it's delivered to my house. I ain't got to go anywhere.
All I had to do was order it on the phone and it come and deliver it to my house. I know.
Yeah, I'll check it out when I'm
Got nothing in here. Really good.
done with the live. I seen that you posted it.
The only thing I'm having trouble with is a playlist. How to put it all in one playlist, a pain in the neck. I'm having trouble with that damn thing. They told me how to do it, and they won't put it all in the playlist. So what a stupid YouTube.
When my son was little, we went lake camping, okay? Indian Lake. It was like the end of September, beginning of October.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're all freezing. My kid's father and me, my cousin Crystal, and my daughter Brittany. She was little more. My son, it's not Florian, mind you. My son's down there by the water, walking up and down the shoreline fishing.
Hmm.
And he's still a diehard fisherman if we go like trout fishing back in.
Hmm.
He'll walk upstream, downstream.
Okay.
And one time I was I was probably like 6.5 months, 7 months pregnant with my son.
Mm-hmm.
I go fishing, trout fishing with my husband, my kid's father.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, let's go up. Let's walk up and see if we can find a big hole,
Mm.
and catch some trout. So it's not flat walking, and I'm fat as a freaking house and got a kid squirming around. And it's like every squirm you gotta pee. So we find this big hole. I had happened was looking down at the ground, and what do I see? Bear tracks and moose tracks,
Oh wow. Huh.
and they're pretty fresh. I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit right here and fish this hole. I said, you can walk with them tracks if you want, but I'm not. I'm gonna sit right here. You can follow.
Hmm.
Right? So I don't know how long he was gone. He comes back, and I had a whole gallon size Ziploc bag full of trout.
Oh, gee.
And I had a bunch more sitting on the ground next to me. And he's like, you effing bitch. Every time we go fishing, you always catch more than me. And I am not a huge trout fishing person. I like to go, but I'm not going to walk 3 miles down a stream
Oh, gee.
just because. If I find a deep hole, that's where I'm going to fish, whether I'm catching anything or not.
Everybody's impatient. They want to go somewhere else, and you stay there and catch them all. They get mad at you. I get jealous. You got
That
more.
is funny. Though. You showed him up. That was funny.
That's
You
funny.
showed him up.
It was because he's like, and you hate trout fishing. I'm like, well, I don't hate it per se, but it wasn't something I did a lot as a kid because we were always on the lake.
Hmm.
We were on Louis Lake, Indian Lake, Glimmerglass, Sacandaga Lake,
Right.
Mason Lake. I think the first time I went trout fishing, I was like 13, 12.
Really?
And that was to where we went today, to Basswood Pond, because it was mom and dad and I and my grandparents.
Hmm.
And that's where my grandmother caught gorgeous rainbow trout.
Hmm.
Thing was like, I think like 14 something inches.
Hmm.
So we didn't do a lot of trout fishing.
Right.
And when we camped at Mason Lake, we'd always take the rowboat out on the lake, or I'd take our canoe out.
Yeah.
And we'd go out there and catch bass, big yellow perch, big sunfish.
Hmm.
And there is trout in there. We'd catch trout.
Hmm.
And yeah, so then I was 16 or 17, and we went back up and did some trout fishing. But it wasn't something that we did a lot of. And I wasn't a fan of walking, these streams for like a mile or however far he wanted to walk.
Yeah.
So I don't care. We'd walk a little bit, find a shaded hole. Didn't even have to be big. I'm like, all right, I'm going to sit here and fish. I'd fish. I'd still end up with a bag full of trout.
Yeah.
He'd come back with like 3 or 4.
You got a lot of more than he has. That's
And
funny.
he'd say the same thing to me, and I would just die laughing. He's like, well, what the heck are you doing differently than I am? I said, I don't know. Maybe you don't hold your face right. I said, I don't know. I said, I'm just sitting here and just flicking my line out because you can't cast. So I'd let some line out and where we were, you ain't using a fly rod. You'd be up in a tree.
Hmm.
So I'd let 3 foot of line out, and then I'd hold it with the finger like this and then get the worm swinging. and I just toss it out there.
Hmm.
And most of the time, as soon as that worm frickin' hit the water, I had a trout. Where we went today, I actually caught a trout on a piece of Hubba Bubba watermelon bubble gum. Because you know that gum used to get like rubber after a while chewing it? Well, it was to that point. Well, Dad wanted us to fish with corn. Dad wanted us to fish with these,
Well, what the heck? What did your mother say? She said, wow, what the heck?
I don't know.
Oh.
And these garlic marshmallows and all different freaking fish eggs. Well, I was tired of, casting out and the stupid thing go flying this way. My hook goes this way. So I'm like, you know what? I reel my line back in, take a piece of the bubble gum, I snap it in half, ball to one spot, put that on the bottom of the hook, and I just wrap the rest up the hook, threw it out there, caught a trout. But yeah, I would skunk Matt no matter what we were fishing for. He may have caught the biggest, but I always caught the most. Even when we fished on Mason Lake, I was pregnant for my son then. Matt and I go out fishing at nighttime. Well, we were going to go frogging because bullfrogs were open. There's a lot of bullfrogs there on Mason Lake. He had caught some. Now it's dark, so we just have like one of the little lanterns sitting there on the front of the rowboat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his freaking poles went over like this into the water. So I wasn't sure if he had a fish, a turtle, a beaver, what I grabbed the oar. And he had caught this huge freaking bass.
Wow, that's big.
He's like, what the hell are you doing? I said, well, if it was a turtle, I said I was going to beat the crap out of it. I said, then we could have brought it home to your mom and she could have cooked it up. Make turtle soup. But turtle's got to be done right, and I don't know how to do them. I'd have to get like there's I'm trying to think what the heck the name of it is, but it's basically a cookbook. And it tells you how to cook anything from a frickin' mouse to whatever.
Mouse.
Like you can make crow pie, porcupine, whatever, beaver, whatever, raccoon, whatever, and it tells you. But then there's also a book that tells you how to field dress all of them.
Oh my gosh.
And because I have to, like porcupine. Now, like deer, I always check the liver. I don't necessarily take the liver, but I always check the liver.
Oh, yeah.
Because if the liver doesn't look right, I ain't eating the deer. I don't like not being able to eat something that I purposely killed.
Yeah.
But if the liver doesn't look right, I'll leave the deer right there for the animals. Now, my soon-to-be ex-husband shot this doe. Okay? Now, I don't know what attacked her, or if a buck stabbed her with her horns, but she didn't look right. pushed on her frickin' stomach by where the wounds were, and all this pus came out of it.
Oh,
I
wow.
said, we can't eat this frickin' deer. I said, you're gonna have to go bury her. I said, no, you will end up sick. I said, if you don't believe me, gut her and look at the liver. Oh no, I believe you. So he went and buried the deer. Then I felt bad. This one doe that he frickin' shot was full of milk.
Really?
He's dumb.
Huh?
Dumb.
Huh.
See, technically, you don't want to shoot deer after deer season. But there are people that have, a bunch of us included, because typically the buck's going rough and the doe's going heat. Well, a buck and rut is not a buck you want to eat.
Yeah.
The meat tastes so freaking strong.
Does it?
I can't get by the taste of it. I fed it to dogs.
Yeah.
My stepson's huskies and my German shepherd.
Huh.
We had gotten a buck. We tried to. Nope. And then we had gotten a buck that was gotten into hemlock.
Oh.
Because if winter's scarce and winter comes hard, you know, there isn't a lot of stuff for the deer to eat because the turkeys will eat it first. So when that happens, they start eating hemlock. So if you get a deer, a doe, or buck that's been eating hemlock, when you open that deer up, that's all you can smell is pine, hemlock.
Mm.
That's all you can smell.
Mm.
And if you decide to cook a piece of the meat, it's like eating a frickin' hemlock tree or a pine tree.
Wow.
It's gross.
Mm.
Now, and I mean, a lot of people just go out and shoot stuff and leave it there. And I've told my kids, unless it's like you're predator hunting or something like that, you don't kill anything you ain't gonna eat.
Yep.
I mean, you want to kill a raccoon and eat it, that's your prerogative, or bobcat, or freaking coyote, or fox, or beaver, or muskrat, whatever. That's on you. But don't just go kill something just because you feel like killing it. But there's a lot of people out there who will.
Mm.
There's people around here that will literally shoot a big buck. They'll cut the head off and leave the deer.
Cut the head off and leave the deer.
Yeah, they'll leave the body because all they want is the rat.
That's crazy.
Now I've seen 1 year, this was like I'd never even seen anything like it before in my life. I was coming back, I think from picking my kids up. And we're coming down. I'm like, I asked my son, I'm like, what the heck is that folded up on the rock? So I stopped. And it was actually a deer pelt, you know, the hide.
Yeah.
That was like folded like you would a military blanket.
Yeah.
Just sitting there on the rock.
So what you do?
I left it there. I didn't know how long it'd been there.
Yeah. Would have done the same.
Now, just like ducks and geese, I had picked my kids up, and we're coming down the road, and here's like probably 10 frickin' mallards thrown on the side of the road. So I had pulled over and stopped. All they took was the breast out of the bird and literally just cut the bird open on the front, took the breast meat out, and left the rest of the duck.
Hmm.
There's like 10 of them just laying there. I mean, granted, typically, unless you raise, say, like a Muscovy duck, there isn't a lot of meat on a mallard. There isn't a lot of meat on a goose.
Hmm.
You know, wild geese. But I mean, my son had gotten to geese, and I think those we plucked. I didn't even have to stick them in water or anything, just plucked them. And then I baked them for him. Those came out really good. Geese and duck are a little oily, but I mean, even if you just take the breast meat off, you can still use like the carcass to make soup or make a broth, you know, and then you can put it in a container and freeze it and make, you know, use it to make soup.
Hmm.
People don't think about that.
Hmm.
Anyways, I'm gonna shut her down,
Okay, Tasha. See you
and I'll
tomorrow.
see you guys tomorrow night.
Have a good night, Tosh.
You
Have a
too.
good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you all for coming in. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you to all our servicemen and women in the past, ones that seen their brothers and sisters fall during battle. And I hope everybody has a great day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love and God bless.
Mm-hmm.